Evening. Shumai, as we say in Wales. Just finished my rice pudding. Where's everybody at? Where's the chat? There's nobody in the chat. What's happening? That's not normal. Oh, there's Gus. Gus is in the chat. Hey guys. Big day for you today. Big ride. Oh, I like this kit. It's very has grip written around your leg. Even Phil. I don't know where to look. I should have put the webcam in front of it really, but I don't think it really matters, does it? Hey Mick, hey Gal, how you doing? Long time no see. Long time no see. Bigger than you expected, guys. It's a long loop, or big loop rather, not a long loop. Well, same thing, I guess. Even Paul. Yes, Kev, I know. Food of champions, rice pudding. I mean, you can't beat it, can you? Tin like that. Well, it wasn't a tin actually. It was just a little cartons. But good news. You'll be glad to hear that I have my taste back. Can't really smell anything still, but I do have. I want to say like my full taste back, but I don't really know. It kind of it gave me a bit of a surprise today actually when I ate my breakfast. The dreaded Germans. Yeah, so this race, I think was there two? This was done over 2 days, was it? These the nations challenge. So is it 2 races per nation, or is it just the one race? I mean, there's a lot of people in this race. I think there's something like 300 people that signed up for it. The top, the top 10 ranked riders: Psychopath, Team Vegan. So Phil, you know him. Trevor Bryan is Canadian, so I'm not sure why he's in this race. Maybe he's got heritage. Mark Vardy from Innovation. Norm Skeet from Rowan King. Ross Fawcett from Draft. Matt Silk from Innovation. Chris Sheriffs from Kiss RT. So Matt Porter James. No, Matt Well. For CCR, Chichester City Riders. So there's a fair few A riders here. But I'm assuming it's gonna break apart on the first climb, so that you select the categories will get selected pretty quick maybe. Actually, sat in the pen there, noticing there's actually quite a lot of different shape riders. I don't know how else to put that really, but that would be interesting to see, innit, per nation. I wonder which nation has the lowest average weight for riders. I wonder where we stand in Great Britain. Got the chat down here on my laptop, so even Matt, how you doing? Oh, it's day 2, yeah. I thought it was. Nice one, Sam. Hey Chris, how you doing? Will I do a world championship? watch stream. I will, but I'll only be able to do it like this. Without, so you'll only be able to see me. You won't be able to see. I won't be able to stream like Zwift. Hey, look, Spin Diesel is in the race chat. I've got no DS duties with Victor. None at all. That was about as far as my help will go, and it was pretty terrible to say the least. I've deliberately sabotaged Belgium's chances to win the world. Truth be told, it didn't matter what I said because, you know, Leo rides to Belgium, so they've got the best of both worlds over on that side of over on that team. So as far as I'm concerned, like, they've got it made. As well as other countries, you know, obviously other countries have similar circumstances where they have a very good Zwift rider. I'm just saying, they've got, you know, it's not like countries who have just got pros in them, for example. You know, they don't have somebody who's, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, don't worry, guys. I mentioned Freddie. I made sure I put him in my list of favorites, obviously. What's the weird bike fit I got there? Well, my bike is over there. Can you see that? I gave it a clean today, actually, which I'm really proud of. First time I washed my bike for over a month. It's just been sat here. The whole time it's been sat here, it's not had a wash. So, yeah, it needed one, to put it bluntly. So, yeah, that's that. Yeah, I saw it, Lord. I saw it, yeah. We all need the Gus School of Drafting, don't we? But definitely helps when you've got oodles of power when you don't really need to draft. That's why I told him about Louis Monkeys and the difference between riders who, like in a real world racing, who don't have to draft because they're so strong, but then eventually they get found out. That was a pretty interesting question, actually, from Victor, wondering like why I'm not a real world pro. I actually wonder whether or not he asked that to trigger something, like to trigger like an Ed rant or something like that. Do you reckon it's going to be an hour 19, dude? I mean, the blob is huge, so interesting, isn't it? How fast people do this, and how much faster it'll be at the Worlds. That's what makes it really interesting. So, and away we go. Stick with somebody at the front. What, 14-year-old? Pilgrim Flyers. Shout out. Alright, let's leave the camera do its thing for a second while I keep up with the chat, because I know a couple of you are joining now, which is technically late. Although nothing's happened. How can I reach your pedals? Oh, nice one, Spin Diesel. Here's your shout out then. I hope you have a good ride this evening. No, I can't, Mick, because apparently they've sold the rights, so I can't live stream it, and so I've heard from the guys from WLC. Anyway, I can't do this. Basically, what I'm doing now, I can't do it because UCI will have owned the rights for the event or something. But surely, I don't know. Hence why I was gonna just watch it like this. but you just see me in full screen. You won't see this. Whoa, hang on. It's Max Stedman. Oh, this has just turned out to be an interesting race, guys. This has turned out to be a very interesting race. Max Stedman is getting practice in for Wednesday, rather. There he is in his actual GB kit. Why he's riding at 6 watts per kilo though is questionable. Maybe he needs to speak to Gus. Gus, can you have a chat with him? He's doing 5 watts per kilo now, so he's still like actually pushing a fair bit more than he probably needs to. His heart rate's to the roof. But I know that Max has a high heart rate. I know he can get up to 200 beats a minute. He can hold 190 for a long time, come Max. So I wouldn't worry too much about 170, 175. But he's obviously just trying to stay near the front. I've just seen David Edwards in there, who I know very well. From Stray Dogs CC. I think Stray Dogs CC. He's near the front as well. What have we got to catch up on here? Yeah, so if some of you haven't watched the recent video, it's Howell Davis in here as well. Howell Davis from BRT is racing. If you haven't watched my recent video, I'll just give you a quick update on it. So I'm out of isolation now. It's my first day back out into the real world yesterday. So yeah, we went out, we did normal people things. I've got my taste back. I don't feel like I've got my smell back yet though, which is weird. But I have I've got no symptoms now really, apart from like a bit of a cough in the morning, like a tickling cough, which is more annoying than actually keeping me from doing something. Usually if I just have like a hot drink or whatever in the morning, it tends to actually just go. But I am coughing. And it's like this morning was really cold, like 2 degrees outside, so I didn't go out anywhere this morning. But even when I went this afternoon, it was like 7 degrees. It was like real cold in my lungs. So I'm thinking like I'm not gonna ride outdoors just because of that. At least for the short term. What's this comment I've just had on YouTube? Funny. Alright, trying to keep up with the chat, yeah. Feels sick. We can't have mum and dad fighting. Wonder if they could do the course under the hour 50k an hour. I don't know. I can't stream individually. You can watch it that way. Yeah. I'll do like a stream where we watch it, and you'll still be able to see the TV here like this. You can see it in the corner. You can probably see it a little bit more actually, like that, and we'll do it like that. But you'll be able to watch the real. I don't like watching unless it's Nathan or Dave on Zwift Community Live doing the commentaries. I don't like watching it. Sorry, Matt Stevens, I'm a big fan. Hannah Walker, big fan, as well as. Your partner John Mould, but I can't watch it. I can't listen to it then. It's a bit like the Carlton Kirby thing in real life. It just because commentated on an indoor event is different and I'm useless at it, but commentating on an indoor event is different to an outdoor event. You kind of know you've got to know things about other things rather than like when that chateau was built. So yeah, that's why. So if you want to have different commentary or even chat to like-minded people you usually chat to, i.e. in my chat, then you're welcome on Wednesday afternoon to watch the World Champs with me. Here basically. Yeah, there we go. That's my plug over. By the way, yeah, thanks for the thumbnail, Scott. Very, very, very well done. I love it. Hang on a minute. I haven't got my keyboard set up yet. We need to do that before we actually hit this KOM. What's that about? No cold. Also, they're leaving feathers and arrows. Oh no. They're leaving feathers and arrows in the event then, are they? Is that what they're doing? That seems a little bit like, why don't you just give everybody XP? Why do you have to feel the need to give everybody like actual performance boosting? I got to get used to doing this whole thing again now. I'm assuming Max is going to be out climbing everybody here, or at least be at the front. So, nice one, Gareth. Fair one. Who have we got here in the top 10? Nobody. I can't believe Max is riding around without socks as well. That's a pretty bold move. Oh, here comes Howell, flying the Welsh flag. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Yeah, which one is the main show though, Scott? Is this the main show? Or do you mean your video? But which video? Or Phil's video? In fact, I don't even know if Phil's video has gone out yet, is it? It's gone 6 o'clock. I'm assuming he set it out at 6, knowing what Phil's like. How is this blown apart on the first time up? Actually, it shows the diversity of British racing, really, in a nutshell. It doesn't matter if it's virtual or in real life. This is the diversity we see. Although they come back on, oh, look, that dude is sprinting, like full on sprint to get back. Although, to be fair, I think that group just behind there is probably going to get back, possibly. What's this I've just been sent now? Oh, goodness me. Flipping heck. Is Phil dressed for an expedition in the Antarctic or something? Anyone else? Can you see this? Hang on. Don't know if you can see that, guys. I'm going to hold that there for a second. He's loving this Zwift versus real life comparison at the minute, isn't he? Is our Phil. Yeah, those wheels by Steadman, a big no. maybe we can like tell him to watch a couple of our streams. Not mine. I mean everybody's. Like, I'm good, thanks, Ryan. Yeah, definitely on the mend. Thank you. Lord, you're being nasty, man. I don't have the sticker on. I don't know if they're gonna get. Although, I really hope that little group there just gets back on, because it's a fair size. It's like 10 or 12, I'd say. But is he gonna aero tuck? Phil Lovett would aero tuck right here. So no, he's not aero tucking. No, actually, he's doing less power on the flat section. Well, now he's doing more power, to be fair. But oh, he's aero tucking. Nice one. Let's watch the heart rate plummet. Does drop very quick, so it's a good sign. It's a good sign. And we all know that anyway. Yeah, so Scott, do you want to just dump a lot of information in the chat? Oh, there we go. Look, that group's got back on. So we're now looking at a group of... Oh, blimey. Actually looks like a fairly big group now. Yes, that's right. Slip a little bit further back, Max. So what's that? We're looking at 30 riders, maybe? 25? Yeah, between 25 and 30 riders in that front group. And a sizable group. Well, yeah, there's no sign of the group behind, so that's pretty much the selection for the first ascent. Who's watching the stream? Max? No, nobody watches this stream, Zach. There's 98 of you, poor souls, watching me not racing a bike, which some of you have said rather comically that it's some kind of like weird alternate reality that I'm sitting here watching people riding a bike because I can't ride a bike myself. Oh, by the way, I'm on the fruit and nut mix for my calories because I'm just withering away, man. I'm withering away. Although saying that, I'm very fluffy at the minute. If that's even a term, fluffy, and you're all gonna laugh at that because I'm probably only like 63, 64 kilos, but it's funny how 64 kilos, like 7 years ago, I would have looked like I was like 68, and now when I look like I'm 64, I look more like I'm 61. It's a very weird situation. I thought I saw my buddy in here then. Where's the whole deer's gone? Stop riding away. Yeah, exactly, Jack, yeah. I know, Lord, yeah, well remembered, yeah. I don't like watching other people, like, race, when I can't race myself, yeah. Very good point, sir. But, you know, what else am I going to do? It's quite nice in a way that I can live stream this, but I don't want to fall in the trap of people just thinking that I'm only interested in this. If I could do what Lantern Rouge does, I'd love to do stuff similar to that because of racing knowledge and whatnot. But I can't be able to go through the stuff that it takes to put it together, or even like the rights and things. Like, I'm not saying I do what Lantern does. I'm just saying like I'd like to. Like, I'm not actually doing anything now. I'm just watching it and talking over it at the same time. Which, like, can you imagine if we did that for the Road Worlds? Like, the Road Worlds are on here now for 8 hours, and I just live streamed me watching it and, like, telling you, oh, what's he doing? Like, he's going back for bottles now. Like, why is he doing it now? It's like a stupid time to do it, and etc. etc. So, I don't know. Actually, let me know in the comments if that's something you do want to see. Oh yeah, the Movember send off is like the pièce de résistance. It looks like something that, I don't know. It looks like something you'd see on like a BBC advert for like Sport Relief or something. It looks like, well, it's the content that makes it, obviously. But no, it's like, it's proper good. Like, I didn't stop smiling all the way through it, basically. And it's only like, you know, it's only 2 minutes or whatever, the video. What? Hashtag dead? Or is that supposed to be dieted? Yeah. I know, guys. First race back, we're going to be... well, hopefully, actually, no. Not first race back, because I'm not going to race until I've got at least, like, a good amount of riding in me yet. You know, basically, I want to build up to that kind of intensity, because gone are the days, at least for the short term, where I was able to ride mostly grey and blue for a Zwift race, and my heart rate was like 140. My heart rate's now going to be like 160, 170, because my max is probably going to be close to 200 now, which also, in the same breath, means that my sprint is going to be better. That's just a trend with me, weirdly, and my like short, like 30-second power is also going to be highly likely going to be better. But saying that, like the rest of it, like most of the races you'll see me now, like I'm going to be in like zone 3, zone 4 for the most part of it. Particularly the you know, the higher ranked A races. Dead equals dead. Yeah, I've seen Daytona starts. I've seen it live on YouTube. Yeah, Gus, second league starts 12th of January-ish. Was it something like the second week of January? Something like that, I think. I mean, that's loads of... I mean, frankly, that's loads of time. That's like a month and a... Was it the 6th today? Yeah, month and a week. Loads of time. We had that stray cat visit us today, by the way. And it sat on our sofa today for the first time. And it sat there for about an hour while I watched Vegan Cyclist's most recent vlog. Actually, not the most recent one, because the most recent one came out like about half an hour ago. But yeah, enjoying those videos, I must admit. I am enjoying them. Yeah, that is niche, isn't it? I mean, talk about creating niche content. I mean, there's nothing more niche than Mandalorian. By the way, have you seen the most recent Mandalorian episode? Stray Ed. Oh, no. Do not disturb. Do not disturb the stream. Thank you very much. Anyway, have we seen Mr. Phil Lovett is getting some killer live viewers on his live stream now? He had, what did he have? He had about 170 of the one yesterday. So, nice one, Phil. Oh, it was a bang. Yeah, Shmi. It was a banging episode. They seem to be getting better each episode, to be fair. Oh, yeah. So we have a question. I don't know whether it's appropriate. Maybe I need to ask Phil first. We need, I think, like... Gus did a really good job well, to be fair, like Wahoo the call drafting him into the Discord channel or yesterday, doing a really good job of live coaching Phil through a race. Well, not just a race, but a route that he never raced on before. I think that's fair to say. I obviously I help Phil out in terms of his training and whatnot. Even though at the minute he's doing a lot of his own stuff. Because difficult when actually weird. Maybe you don't know this, but it's actually weird to balance what he does with the training he wants to do, because he's trying to create he's trying to do videos for you guys as well as like train, and like sometimes it doesn't correlate, you know what I mean? So it's difficult sometimes to say, look, Phil, we need to just like focus on this for like a good period to like just get a bit of, and then, you know, when he has an idea then of a video, I'm like, yeah, well, I don't want to stop you do that, because obviously that's what you want to do. But I'm always like, it's always like a careful balance of rejigging stuff. Hi Ian. Hi Tom. Oh, nice one, Gunner. Nice one. Yeah, I saw the race with Ulvet. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yesterday morning. Same race with Phil. But I'm probably going to do a video for Phil where I because a couple of people who I coach, they actually, well, they don't live stream, but they like record their race, and then they link it to me in Training Peaks under the activity, and then I rewatch it, and then I pick out bits that, you know, I feel like, you know, this is a crunch point, or this is where you burned a match and you didn't need to, or, you know, some of it's obvious stuff, but some of it is actually more than just the obvious stuff. I might start offering that as a service, actually. Anyway, what I wanted to say was, I want to do it with Phil, and because it's not just about the drafting, there's other things there. Well, actually, I think we need to get him off the Tron bike. Let me know your thoughts on this. When you're on the Tron bike, obviously you don't know when you're drafting, do you? Because of you don't go from like riding on the outside to like sitting up and everything else. Oh, look at these banners. They're nice, aren't they? Oh, look. Oh, Science and Sport. # sponsor. So maybe get him off the Tron so that he can see, you know, where he's drafting and where he isn't. I think that'll make it easier. And then just things like, you know, where you can afford to ease off, where you can afford to like press on, which training difficulty might be best for which course. Lots of things, isn't it? It's not always black and white. Sometimes. Hang on, I'm gonna have to go back. I talk for so long, and then like, what's very tough, Phil Rich? Watching your streams. It's actually quite a nice thing to do, believe it or not. Because I can what? Oh, hang on. Oh, look at these banners. What's going on? Blow my neck. Hang on, need to concentrate again. Why are you changing? Just stay there. Right. Stick with this dude. Although Max is leading the charge, so it'd be rude not to. Apologies. I'm such a space cadet. Even Victoria. Oh, do I need to pick some colours for the Vamos? I think we're gonna have to have a collective decision on that then, because I'm terrible. I'm the worst decision maker you've probably ever met. I'm not even lying. Like, if I'm given more than 2 choices for anything, I procrastinate for days. I'm absolutely terrible. It's pretty steady up here, isn't it? Although saying that, Howell's just someone's got. Ooh. Oh, it's Dan Coleman. Strong riders, Dan. Very strong. Let's get on Howell. Howell's busting through. Steadman's heart rate now. Yeah, look, it's up there now, 194. But he's coming strong with an aero. Is he going to finish second? Or maybe even first? He's coming back. No, second. Almost. But they got a nice gap there now. It's proper strung out over the top. Ooh. Look at that. Look how much damage has been done there just in that last section from that flat bit up. The corner, I mean. What am I talking about here? Lord, race analysis. Me and Gus literally just talked about him maybe doing something like that for Phil yesterday. Yeah. Off Tron. He understands how much he has to learn. Theories about what? No, the reason why we're saying get off the Tron is because if you're trying to learn the game, the Tron is actually really crap at giving you hints as to when you're drafting and stuff. So that's why we say avoid the Tron. Off the watt bike to a move down 100% resisted. Yeah, the argument for the watt bike was because it's easier to just jump on and do it, because the more you've got to fiddle and fart around, well, saying that, Phil doesn't ride outside much anyway, but you've got to fiddle and fart with putting the bike on and off the turbo. You'd be surprised how many times like I have to have my rear hanger realigned because of how many times I take my bike off and on the turbo. Like, obviously I do it maybe 3 or 4 times a week, so that ruins it's wear and tear. So yeah, there's pros and cons in it. Oh yeah, got you, Phil Rich. Yeah, I finally got to your comment. Yeah, Friday's. Hang on, a lot has happened in it, obviously, in the last week. Well, actually, longer than that, 2 weeks. So to give you an update, a little bit, because I know some of you here, you watch me race. You obviously know Gus, you know Niels, you know Q. They hang out in the chat. So yeah, we obviously all race on the Wahoo, the call team. And I think in the last, 7-10 days, Tim Fulford, who you also know, if you're a regular follower on this channel, who runs the setup, got Freddie Ovitt on board. Now, some of you remember Freddie way back in lockdown 1.0, when we were up in Cardiff doing Zwifting, and Freddie was in a race with me a couple of times, and we were kind of going, toe to toe. Freddie, rides for, well, I guess you would call him a professional cyclist. Doesn't have solid plans laid for next year, but regardless, has ridden on, the professional circuit this year. Comes from Australia, but he has, those of you that know that surname, Ovet, he has ties with the UK, but I forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, sound guy anyway, basically. So raced a couple of times, and then anyway, because he's doing the Worlds, it'd be good to get him kind of involved in a team tactics, etc. Not that we do a lot of team tactics, apart from the last 10 days, funny enough, because Freddie's been getting ready for the Worlds. Or at least I feel like we don't do a lot of team tactics, because maybe it's because the races that I select for us to do team tactics on are like basically like really, really, really hard races, and you can't quite like do team tactics on them. It's more just like, yeah, we'll just get around, we'll just survive. So yeah, there's only, and plus Ovid, you could argue that Ovid has a more rounded power profile than me, so he's able to do multiple things, like sprinting, for example, and although his 1 minute power is actually like pretty much the same as mine, so yeah, we're very similar in that sense. But yeah, sound is a pound. Oh, thanks, Melissa. My word, chat's getting a bit out of control here. You could probably just tell me in one word where you think they begin, Gus. I'm not way behind it, Scott. I'm scrolling up because I'm missing it all. Because I'm talking. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you would buy a cheap bike for the trainer. A lot of people do that. Yeah. Till it goes negative, look. It's funny you say that, Lord, because obviously I've been absent, so we haven't been able to do a team time trial with, say for example, our strongest riders, and now with Freddie involved as well, which changes the whole changes the whole dynamic of the team. No longer do we do ooh, it's a tasty little move going here. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, like the team time trial we did, I think the week before I knocked riding on the head. Jesper, actually it was around London, wasn't it? Jesper, somebody had I can't remember. No, Gus. Yeah, it was you, Gus. Gus had an issue. And then Jesper was screaming down Discord or on his, because he was live streaming as well. Slow down, and I was like just chatting away to the chat. So, yeah, it's funny, but I know that it's gonna kick me in the teeth now when I start riding again. Yeah, I know. I've done over 11 watts per kilo for a minute as well, Sammy. Yeah. Yeah, exactly the same numbers as me, Sammy. Freddie's 1 minute power is enough to win worlds, but there's loads of people who can do 11 watts per kilo for a minute. Sorry. Andrew Feather, for argument's sake, could probably turn up to the Zwift Worlds, and if he'd obviously ridden Zwift for a bit now, I have no doubt that Andrew Feather could probably win Zwift Worlds. If he was in the same situation as me, as in if he knew the game and if he was knew how to draft, etc., etc., and he got to that last climb, there's more people than with over 10 11 watts per kilo. There's loads of amateur riders with 11 watts per kilo for a minute. I'm not just like whitewashing it. I'm saying, I'm just telling you how it is. Like I know. You don't have to support him, Gus, because he's on your team, by the way. Yeah, for any of the riders, I said that, Sammy, and no, Sammy, Andrew Feather can do that as well. Yeah, Andrew Feather can do that. Yeah. So yeah, it's like, yeah, over is, yeah, but there's loads of riders, Sammy. There's loads of riders. This is the problem, and this is why I want to expose it. Is that there's far more riders you give credit to who can do 6 watts per kilo for over half an hour in this world. Just because they don't put stuff out on YouTube or Strava or anywhere, you can't call them out and say, well, there's not many people that do those numbers just because you haven't seen them. Whether they're clean or whether they're dirty, riders as well, you can't say it. You just don't know. You can never call it, basically. I think the Worlds this Wednesday, I think they'll easily average 5 watts per kilo for an hour. I think they'll easily average 5 watts per kilo for an hour. I mean, crikey, you're talking about riders who do 5 watts per kilo for 4 hours here, without batting an eyelid. So I think. But that's the good thing about Freddie, about Leo, about all these riders, is they can do that and then they can finish it off at the end. Whereas a lot of these pros will just be able to do the 5 watts per kilo for like 4 hours, but they won't be able to have that punch. So I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying how it is, basically. What do we know? We're like halfway in. No, we're not. We're over halfway in. Yeah, Holden will struggle, yeah. Holden will struggle. Zach, I hope riders will do research. Like, I'm really hoping that, and that's what I loved about Victor. Like, he actually came to me. He could have come to anybody, Like, I think it's only because I got a YouTube channel. He could have gone to Cam. He could have gone to Chris Pritchard. Could have gone to Gus. Technically, could have gone to anybody. But I'm grateful that he came to me, and that I'm grateful that he's actually kind of not lowered himself to a level, but he knows this is just not as simple as it looks. And I feel like some pros, unless, I don't know, they're doing the research, or maybe they're watching this live stream now, you don't know, to see how you race on Zwift, where you position yourself. Maybe they're watching what you guys are typing in the chat. You really don't know. And I think for the most part, the majority of them maybe won't, and then they'll end up paying for it. But I hope the vast majority of them, for our sake as well as the viewers, because we want to see a good race as well, Like, we don't necessarily just want like the Zwifters to walk all over it, because why else? Like, I would have turned down that chance to help Victor out because I want the Zwifter to win and not a pro. But you know, I just hope that they have learnt lessons, or they just know that there's more to it, basically. What's that, Melissa? I wish I had an ounce of your strength then. What do you mean by that? Ian, I don't think, I don't know. To be fair, a lot of these riders. Let me just check Zwift Power now for this event. So Howell has averaged 4 watts per kilo. Most people in this front group, of which there's only 17. So 17 riders in this front group. They've all been averaging 4 watts per kilo. Yeah, the vast majority of them have averaged 4. Normalized, it's not much more, to be honest. It's like 20 watts more. So you're talking the same watts per kilo, maybe 4.1, 4.2, but yeah, it's been pretty steady, to be honest. I can't see Max Stedman on Zwift Power, so like, has he just gone and done a Victor Campeonato and just not signed up for Zwift Power? Surely not. Michael, I think I answered that in the video, but I'll answer it again. So I'd like to see a Zwifter win, and I class Freddie as a Zwifter because he's taken it on board and taken it seriously. He sees it for what it is. So I'd like to say a Zwifter will win. I honestly can't call it. I don't think it's as plain as day as we may think. Like, yes, we might go yeah, Ovit's gonna win, and like, okay, if Ovit wins, we'll go, see, it was obvious, it was a done deal. No, it's not obvious, it's not a done deal. This is a video game, dudes. This is a video game. It's not real life. And plus, you'd always say that, wouldn't you? You'd always say, I always backed so and so. But but yeah, it's like, you know, nobody knows. But I would prefer to see a Zwifter win it, just for the future of it, to be quite brutally honest. And a wildcard rider would be a pro, as in an outdoor pro. I wouldn't pick a Zwifter as a wild card. I'd go in dehydrated rasher. For a lot of the weigh-ins I was planning on doing, I would just like weigh myself after like basically an hour of zone 2, zone 3 with no fan, and I'd probably weigh a kilo less. Surely everybody does that, no? Doesn't everybody do that who races at the elite level? That's why I don't do the Zwift weigh-ins. No. A correction. I would do Zwift weigh-ins. What do you mean they'd watch a stream? Victor and Jeff. What's wrong if they watch a stream? Are you trying too much too soon, Melissa? Cheers, Kev. Phil's vid has just dropped. Ah, I'm sorry to hear that, Melissa. Yeah, normalized power should be much higher. I mean, you take a look at any of Gus's races, and you'll always see the normalized power a lot higher than the average. I mean, that's their I mean, that is a perfect example then of somebody who's, well, basically used the right places to recover and gone hard when going hard is required. That's what creates the big gap, basically. No, Josh, I've never done the youth Island, man. I never raced as a youth, so you've got a head start on me. You got a head start on me, dude. Whoa, what's this camera angle I got now? This is the one I've been looking for the whole race. I think I'm just going to follow this dude the whole time now because I don't want to change the camera angle. Have you seen if I change my mind yet? Well, when I said the people that I said in the chat with Victor, I didn't actually say them in order, or at least what I thought would be in order. That's why I checked, because I was like, I can't call it, man. Would I eat or drink in the morning? So if the race is at 2 in the afternoon, I would probably eat twice. So I'd eat the normal breakfast. Probably my heaviest meal of that day would be like when I wake up, because, you know, well, you wouldn't skip breakfast on race day. And then I would have like a smaller meal, maybe a rice and an omelette, which is like standard. That is standard race meal. I would have that then, I don't know, 2 hours before. It's an hour. It's a 1 hour race, man. Well, hour and 15 or whatever. Hey Josh, how you doing? Nah, when I say dehydrated, or like, we're not talking about cutting water. We're just talking about having a bit of a sweat and then, like, you know, weighing yourself directly after it. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about like flipping cutting massive amount of. Our watches are slowly creeping up here. We're now on 113. What? Sorry to hear that, vegan. That's a good gap, that, Gus. 280 and 334. Diet modifications, Melissa, is the way forward, isn't it? Like, not many doctors prescribe that, to be fair, do they? To my Welsh friend, where's Pembrey and what's it like? Pembrey is about 10 miles away from me. Hang on, there's an attack. What's going on here? What have we missed? Yeah, it's about 10 miles away from me. Really good circuit there. They have a round of the Youth National Series, don't they? Is that why you're asking? Jones is a good shout for the Worlds, yeah. Wouldn't call him an underdog though. He's, I think he's well known, isn't he? Well, that's an understatement. He's well known. He rides for Canyon. So, I'm not very good at this commentating. Coming over the top now, we've only got 12k to go. Have I not told you about that circuit, Josh? Surely it's included in one of my videos. It's got a small hill on it, but it's only like, I don't know. Well, that was a 3:44 that time. Yeah, it's like a 15-second sprint every lap, so I mean, it'd be quite tiring. Look at this beautiful view of Watopia. Yeah, that's the problem, Mick. Like, is there any rider who can't win it? I mean, technically not. Like, Yeah, Grim, you can't win it, buddy. I can't win it. There we go. There's a rider who can't win it. Me. Bloomin' heck. Sorry, rant over again. You'll all get a laugh at that one. I can't win it because I'm not even in the blooming event. Not that I would be now, anyway, because my Rona. I reckon they sabotaged it. All the people that give me thumbs down, like 2 people that give me thumbs down on this now. I reckon they the ones that gave me coronavirus. Junior Tour Wales is a stage round it, but it goes in reverse. Isn't that Bynea Park, Tyler? Or do they use Pembrey now, do they? That's interesting. Starting to become a big feature, that Pembrey Country Park. That's where, if any of you are into your mountain biking, or cyclocross even, the Battle on the Beach is there. Yeah, would you rather me commentate on the race rather than chat to the chat? Commentating chateaus. Pidcock is like, I don't know. To be honest, I'd like to see Pidcock win because Gus can dig out the tweet that Pidcock did about the British e-racing champs. Do you want to enlighten the chat, Gus? No, to be honest, I got nothing against Pidcock. Not that I've ever spoken to him, but that's a good point, David. Yeah, Thrall. Yeah, Charlie's alright, Melissa, yeah. Oh, you didn't know we had coronavirus? I thought I'd said it enough. Yeah, we had it. I mean, we weren't really bad with it, thankfully, but I commented on Dylan Johnson's video. I said his recent video about taking 2 weeks off and being fitter. And I know what he's speaking the truth, by the way, because pro riders, they generally will take time off just to refresh. But it's down to obviously the sheer amount of workload. Because he talks about blood plasma and everything else. So for an amateur, like, you really, sometimes you don't really need to do it. So anyway, I commented saying I've taken 2 weeks off because of coronavirus and I'm not any faster. Obviously it was a joke, right? Or at least not a joke in the sense that I'm not joking about the virus. I'm just joking about the fact that I've taken 2 weeks off. And I don't think I'll be any faster. And somebody said, well, lucky you're still alive. And I was like, dude, I'm not like, what is that comment? Like, obviously, you don't know, you don't know the context in which I'm coming at this with. But yes, obviously, it could be worse, but thankfully, it's not. Mick, you're a mark man. Ah, right, okay, they're using it instead of Bynea Park. Cool. Who's that? Pidcock. He's nicer in person than he comes across. I'm not doubting it. I'm not doubting it, buddy. I'm not doubting it. Food disappeared. Brilliant. Yeah, yeah, I know, Gus. Yeah, I know. If I said that on Victor's video or something, like, none of you would jump at it, I'm sure. But yeah, you knew the context I was coming at it with. There's always someone that misses the point. No, I'm not watching Challenge Daytona, but I see that Lionel Sanders is there. Is he actually right? Is he actually racing? Oh, good question, Sammy. Stedman's not in that group, is he? Do you reckon we should go back and have a look? Do you want me to go back and have a look? No, there's no Stedman. Maybe he had to drop out or something. Oh, hang on. We got a little breakaway here by Pinguinu. Il Pinguinu. He's doing 5 watt. 5 watt per kilo. In the words of Chris Pritchard. Blimey, 1.1 million. Well, if Sanders wins that and he wins the Worlds on Wednesday, he's going to be rolling in cash, isn't he? Yeah, Team GB not looking good. Personally, I thought Stedman was going to be their best rider. Maybe he was just doing it as a little recce, but I don't know. He was definitely putting in the effort, wasn't he? Pingu, yeah, Pingu. I remember Pingu. I don't know, Trevor. It's a good shout, damn it. Like you definitely put your money on him, but it's how much money you'd put on him, innit? Because you know he's undoubtedly strong. It's whether or not he's gonna ride it like he's got no brain and just ride it like I said earlier. Like, is he gonna ride it like flat out and think he's gonna just pull away from the group? He's just got no punch in him, is he? He's got no punch in him at all. So he's probably not got a chance at all for that final. It's a tasty little breakaway developing here, guys and girls. Coleman and Pinguinu. Goodness, no, I'm probably butchering that. And now Howell is making a little smooch across this gap, but he's causing a reaction from a 14-year-old. Fair play, the 14-year-old from Pilgrim Flyers. Fair play, son. I'm gonna give him a ride on because he's doing so well. What are we saying? What have we got? We've got 5k to go. But tasty little selection going on here. 10-meter gap. Yeah, I mean there's still an awful lot of tarmac to go. Oh no. Oh, I nearly mucked that up, guys. I nearly went the wrong way. Just nearly ruined the whole stream. Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Being on a different turbo is going to play with you mentally and physically. Well, physically in terms of numbers, but yeah, mentally you're going to be like, what's going on here? Like, why aren't I able to, why does this feel different? Like, why is the flywheel different and everything else? So, yeah, it's going to be a weird one, isn't it? Yeah, and there's an actual breakaway. OMG. Although it's all back together again now with 4.7 kilometers to go. We have Howell Davies, because they always say Davies, but it's Davis, by the way. We have Coleman. We have Pinguinu. Huntsman's in here. By the way, if any of you who are racing are watching this, I'm not taking the mick. It's just my way of trying to make it a little bit more entertaining to watch, because at the minute I'm drying up badly. as the word no, so pinguino. Pinguino. Where's that bit then? Where am I missing that ending? Maybe it's pinguino. Ah, I see it, yeah. Yeah, I got you. I got you. My bad. I should have watched the Belgium race then, shouldn't I? I shouldn't have watched the Great Britain race. I should have watched the Belgium race. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Amateur hour. Dramatic commentary. Oh, there's... Oh, my word. Oh, no. Oh, we're back. Pinguino has gone out the front. He's got an 8-meter bike length. By the way, Nathan, that's not an impression either. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore the name now. I'm not gonna try and pronounce the name because you keep correcting me. It's throwing me off my my rhythm here. Don't let the Scottish chap win. It's either Welsh or British. Don't let the English guy win either. In fact, I'm gonna follow the Welshie, and I know Smithy, you're in this group as well. But we're gonna follow Howell because we know Howell. So we're gonna follow Howell and see how he finishes. See how he finishes. When do I think I'll be back on the bike? Thanks for the question, Shani. I don't know. Maybe in a week's time. I need to get back. I need to walk first, guys. Like I need to get back into walking before I ride. As weird as that sounds, because my leg muscles are gonna be like tiny. No. Okay. Sitting here with Howell. And I don't know if we can... Here we go. This is the angle we want. Right. Here we go then. Sorry, I've missed a couple of comments there in the chat. I apologise. I'm deep into multitasking territory here. So here we go. Here we go. We're coming up to the last. Hang on. It says the last 2 kilometers now. Who has got this? It is on like Donkey Kong. I'm proud of that one. Yeah, this is going to be a sub 1 hour 10, which is pretty quick. But I see some of you have been saying, yeah, Dan Coleman, yeah, yeah, Dan Coleman's Welsh, but I'm not putting my money on Dan because I know he's a time trialist. He's not like a puncher, so I could be wrong. No, I could be massively wrong, but what are you saying? It's been around. What are you saying there, Gus? It has been around 2 weeks. I've had about 2 weeks. I've had about 2 weeks off now, yeah. Maybe a little bit more, actually. We have an attack by Vardy from Innovation, who's now kicked into orange numbers just to maintain a small gap. But he's doing almost 7 watts per kilo, which is a tasty figure, let's be honest. Ooh, that's a good shout, Lord, as well. I remember when I crashed in Canada, I had like noticeable muscle loss on my right side. Yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks is nothing. Okay, we're coming into the banners. We have 1.7k to go. It's further than you think, but Howell Davis has the fastest time up this KOM so far in this race. 900 meters of 5%, but we have a leader already who has a couple of seconds gap, which is going to be interesting to see what happens. It's nice when it has this little like tasty finish when someone's off the front and it's going to be is he going to make it, is he not? We love that. That's always part of my streams, I feel. So Yeah, good morale boost. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so people are going to leave this late. I am certain of it. They know how much time they can bring back in the last 100 meters, 200 meters. So I'm pretty sure Howell Davis is a pretty experienced rider. He's probably going to know how to ride this. The gap it's not come down a lot. It's 9 seconds. But Vardy's not pushing out massive power, as you can see. So it'll be interesting to see if he hangs on, although he's going up to 8 watts per kilo now, which is a lot. But now Davis kicks, but he's only matching what the guy in front is doing. So this is, I think this is a run. This is it. I think he's got it. I mean, if he's still kicking orange numbers, unfortunately, Howell has left it too late. And Vardy, Jamie Vardy, has taken it. So, I mean, BC, you missed another trick. I mean, there's another rider here you could have selected. Howell's hit his power up. We've got Young, Huntsman. It's nice that they're coming in like kind of single file, although Huntsman's... Is he going to get rolled by Winkler? No, I think he's got it. Winkler comes in 5th. Penguin comes in 6th. Sorry. Taylor comes in 7th. And now we round out the top 10. And here comes Dan. Dan Coleman. Big effort from Dan. Nice one. Yeah, so that's about it really. Slick ending. Although we can probably go back down and watch this. Is there another group coming in? Here it is. I think. This group is, I want to say 25. You can update, please. Placings. This is like from 25 to 40 placings. It looks like it's pretty broken up behind, but these guys will be fighting out for, you know, there's still good honours. Like you're coming in, like this is an actual, you know, fighting for 20th position or 19th position rather. So you're still fighting for a decent result at the nation's challenge event. So who have we got over there on the leaderboard currently? This is going to be like a total guess now as to who's got legs for this one. Yeah, yeah, it was, wasn't it? But it was still overall a fairly fast 50 kilometers. Hey Theo, how's it going, buddy? How are you doing? You've been out of action. How's things? These guys are hitting it at 6 watts per kilo. Shake and bake. I think it depends in it, like out of context, but I mean, if I was to take a stab at it, it's either because they're an older rider or they are very aerobically fit. Yeah, or just well conditioned. So if I was to take a stab at that. Yeah. Yes, Kelvin. Somebody should definitely do that. You weigh your dog. That's brilliant. So it looks like the Tron has pulled away here. The Tron rider, Edwards. Come on, the Welsh. He's got 300 meters to go, but there is a Aero power up coming behind from right, who's got the green jersey and the polka dot jersey. Left it late to come across. But probably done the right thing as he gets onto terms with Edwards. As they round the final corner and they look for the final 100 meters. Who's got the kick to give? Wright is coming with over 7 watts per kilo. Is he going to nudge him? Oh, but Edwards goes to orange. Oh, cheeky that is. That's cheeky from the Welshman. That is cheeky from the Welshman. As the rest of the riders come in. Fair play. Well done, everybody. There's a fairly big group coming in here. Good job. Nice one. All of you, actually. All of you in this group, you've done well because you've only finished like a minute or so behind the second group. So, awesome job. Oh, I'm exhausted. I am exhausted. And food is probably on its way. So, whoa, what a great camera angle. Right, guys. I bid you farewell. There's plenty of videos coming out this evening from our friends and family. So if you're stuck for something to watch. Plus, there's some really good singing by yours truly over on Comhunt TV's YouTube channel. Coming soon as well. So stay tuned for that. You're going to love it. Oh my word. There's loads of stuff. I've got to catch up on my phone now. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to do it because we haven't done like a Zwift race or live stream for a while. So I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, if you're looking for company on Wednesday, I'll be live streaming. So if you're looking for company or anywhere to rant, then you can come and watch me watching the live stream. So it'll just be a live stream of me, but you get the idea. Nice one. Oh, nice one, Niels. Brilliant. What's for food tonight? Oh yeah, commentator's harder than riding, definitely. Although it's a close call. What's for food tonight? I don't know, to be honest. Reese, welcome to the chat, sir. I know the mighty Welsh. It's a strong ride from you. A strong ride from the Welsh, actually, because Howell was up in second. I was hoping he timed it right, but he didn't in the end, and he just came up short for second. But yeah, nice one, Reese. Thanks for letting us know that you were watching or listening. I appreciate that. Yeah, right. I'm gonna bid you farewell. Enjoy your cool downs if you're riding. Enjoy your, I don't know, whatever you do in the evenings. Enjoy that, and we'll see you. We'll see you in the next one, whenever that is. I've no idea. Apologies for the terrible ending, but thanks for watching. I always appreciate it. See ya.